How's it going, everybody? And we're back with another beatbox reaction video. And today we have the second semi-final battle for the GBB21 World League Solo Loop Station Division, and that's going to be BizKit versus TheOdian. And man, I think BizKit was very surprising for this entire competition so far. Like, I've watched him in the past, so I knew what he was capable of doing. I just didn't think that his like online energy that he brings to his looping would transition over to the big stage, and I was proven completely wrong. Like, this guy is a master class performer, and he's a very solid battler. On top of that, the rounds that he's been bringing and displaying for this competition so far has been absolutely mind-blowing. So I'm very excited to see what BizKit came up with for his 2 rounds here against TheOdian, because Chris, on the other hand, has a completely different style. But in his own right, he mastered his own style. Kind of like, gives me the vibes that like Robin has, although I think Robin's a little bit better at doing it, but Chris comes in with his own kind of twist to that kind of musicality genre when it comes to looping. So very curious to see if Chris actually continues to use those kind of rounds, continues that trend in that genre, or is he going to come in with something more like different against someone like BizKit, who is completely on the other side of the spectrum and more battle oriented and more caters more to the crowd than anything. So it'll be very interesting to see how this battle turns out. With that being said, guys, let's get straight into this battle.
You inside me, even when you're not around. And if they are boundaries, I will try to knock them down. And I'll see your babe, and I know I found
Pretty much exactly what I expected.
Ooh la la! Ooh la la! Heading over to BizKit. You already know what to do. I say the 3, y'all say the 2, the 1. Crowd in 3.
Reminds me of the story around the tag team loop already. The bottle just almost flew off the table. That was such an interesting atmosphere that he built there. I never really expected that. Like, I kind of knew what BizKit's capable of doing, but that round was kind of different. I didn't really expect that kind of round from him.
BizKit smashing it up. Heading on back. Chris, TheOdian, are you ready?
Okay.
Okay. Ooh la la! I say the 3, you say the 2. No, crowd, get that energy back up. In 3.
for BBK and Kid. Hey, I'm good, I'm great. No, it's been a while, no, I'm mixing up the drink. I just need a girl who don't really understand. I just need a girl who don't really understand. I'm good, I'm great. No, it's been a while, no, I'm mixing up the drink. I just need a girl who don't really understand. I just need a girl who don't really understand. And I've seen her get richer in a bar. I've seen her order, she had to know. I've seen her take down my tequila, down by the liter. All you had to lead her. Who she mine? Who girl bumper girl? Who she mine? Who girl bumper line? Take me back from where I woke up. Take me back from where I woke up. Take me back from where I woke up. Take me back from where I woke up.
Honestly, guys, that was probably my favorite rant from Chris I've ever heard so far. Like, that was actually really good. Very solid. Like, he's always been very good and solid. It's just like most of the time, like, the stuff that he does isn't really what I look for when it comes to the loop station. But this one was actually like kind of up in my wheelhouse, if you know what I mean.
Ooh la la! Heading back over, BizKit. Round two, you already know what to do. I say the three, y'all say the two and the one. Crowd in 3.
GBB all ready to get grimy with me? Busy came with the RC, 505 in the party. I keep polluting on me. Eyes in the sky if you pass G. I'ma pull up in a heartbeat. Cause I'm quick with it, just quick with it. Cause I'm quick with it, I'm sick in it. No shit lyrics, I'm world champ, I don't need critics. Hey, looping is in my biology. I am an oddity, son of my prodigy. King of the groove, bitch you better honor me. I'm making moves, bitch coming on to me. I never lose, you do not bother me. And if I do, that shit is a robbery. I do not fuck with that extra technology. I just go. Hey, little bitch, you better honor me. Hey, you better. Hey, looping is in my biology. Hey, little bitch, you better honor me. Hey, looping is in my biology. Hey, little bitch, you better honor me.
Okay guys, so that was BizKit versus TheOdian. And yeah, so very solid battle from both sides of this battle itself. BizKit came in with his, kind of similar style that he's always been doing, although his first round was a little bit different in terms of the atmosphere that he built compared to the stuff that we've seen from him already, but the sounds that he used in itself inside of that round was pretty much BizKit-esque. And Chris, yeah, a lot of the same stuff as well, really heavy on that musicality kind of style, but he had that little flair in both of these rounds that I wasn't really used to seeing from him from all the stuff that I saw from him so far, and I really enjoyed that kind of side of his style mixed in with his musicality a lot more than just his pure musical rounds. So BizKit came in with the first round, or was it? No, it was Chris who came in with the first round. Very standard TheOdian that we've seen from him so far, very musically oriented, and nothing really much else to say but that, actually the structure stood out a little bit more to me here. I thought that Keith always had good structure, but this round in particular was very like a master class of structure, to be quite honest with you. Only nitpick I would have with that round is that the drop that he built up towards in the end, I felt like it was a little bit out of place in that track itself. It sounded good, but it was a little bit out of place with the track and the vibe that I was getting from the track as a whole altogether. So other than that, very solid round from Chris. Then we went into BizKit. Crazy atmospheric kind of round. It was the whole theme was I think it was something to do with sounds in your head, and it gave off the vibe to me the round that Sorry did for their tag team loop station. All the sounds and the effects that he's using was very similar to what they use in their whole submarine track. And yeah, I really enjoyed that round too. It was a little bit quiet, I think. I don't know if that was intentional or maybe it was just a sound feedback or something along those lines. But it was a little bit quiet. If it was a little louder, I would have enjoyed it more. But I still enjoyed it a lot nonetheless. I thought it was one of his more unique tracks for sure. Then Chris comes in with his second round, and this one surprised me a lot. A lot of the same stuff that we heard from him before, but the later half, when he had that heavier kind of style coming into his musicality, I really like that. I think that he should do that kind of style more, especially for an in-person battle, just because it is a grand beatbox battle. I think that style works better overall. You can have your musicality style, but you need to play to the crowd a little bit more and get that energy up. And he really did that with the second round. I enjoyed that round a lot. Everything about it was pretty spot on. His structure was top notch again. I really enjoyed his sound design. It was very good, and ultimately the drops that he had in the later portion of the round hit pretty hard, and it worked very effectively. I think it matched his track a lot better than it did for his first track. But the standout to me, again, it seems to be the trend with these battles, is the second round of a competitor. BizKit's second round here, absolutely mind-blowing again. Another masterful battle-esque kind of round there. All the lyrics that he was incorporating into that was pretty much a front towards TheOdian and his style overall. I don't know if that was planned. Maybe he had that kind of round planned for either Robin or someone else in the eliminations who was more lyric based and more musicality based. It just worked out so well that he ended up battling Chris and using that round against Chris, because the stuff that he said in there was just a cutthroat battle move towards what Chris is and his style overall. Doesn't rely on shitty lyrics and stuff like that. It was absolutely hilarious. And yeah, he was just saying his looping is in his biology, and it pretty much showed in this round here. He's a very technical kind of loop station artist, and his technicality in his looping showed 100% in this round here. All the effects that he's using, how he was using those effects and how he was using the different pitches in the effects itself was very solid. And I love how he played with that one certain effect. I don't know what the effects are called, so I'm not going to try to guess what it is, but he had one certain effect that he was kind of playing around with a lot, in a technically based kind of style for the last minute. And I thought it was really cool and interesting to see how he was able to maneuver around just one single effect and make it sound so different in so many different ways, and changing the pitch and the speed and stuff along those lines. So very solid round again from BizKit. Definitely deserved to win this battle. Absolutely crazy to see what he's been doing at this competition. He came fully prepared, and I hope we get 2 more rounds from BizKit again against Frosty in the finals, like we seen from him in this battle against Chris. So anyway guys, that's it for the reaction. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next Grand Beatbox Battle, which is going to be probably the small final. I'm assuming they're going to do the small final first. Hopefully we get the finals first before then, but it's probably going to be the small final. So see you guys next time.